back. Your dreams are your ticket out.
Okay, Tease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Cartier. Mr.
Mhm.
Cartier.
Mr. Cartier.
So this is episode what, Tease? 90?
Yeah, 1990.
1990. So let's kick this
Mhm.
off right now, right off the jump. In 1990, how old were you?
I was 9.
So everybody, Tease was a young 9.
I was
So
9. Yeah.
in 1990, Tease, it's a trivia question for you.
Oh boy.
There was a rap duo who had a hit that put a chokehold on the country. I'll give you a hint. They were from Atlanta.
In 1990?
Yep.
Wait, Outkast was out during in 1990?
Not Outcast, not quite Outcast. They had
Outkast, you said it's a duo.
a duo, but not Outcast. But that's a great guess. Great guess.
Mm.
We're trying to see if we can get you.
Duo from Atlanta. Okay. Um what kind of okay, so was it a fast song or a slow song that was hot?
It was a rap song. It was popular. Damn. See if I give it away. If it was. Damn, I'm bad at charades. I just don't want to give it away. But you know the song. Put it like this: they made wearing clothes backwards popular.
Oh, Chris Cross.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Cross.
yeah,
How did
yeah,
I miss that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was my favorite group back then too. Chris Cross to make you jump, jump.
Daddy Mac.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Don't try to
So
compare us to another
look at
band.
you. Look at you. Okay. You with
Y'all
it.
don't
You
want these
with it.
Chris Cross lyrics.
You with it. Now I'm on Google. Now I'm gonna Google what was the number one song in 1990, and let's see what it tells us. This type of stuff fascinates me.
Yeah, let's see. But I want to know, bro, when you say like song, are you talking about just rap or just like what
I'm
was the
doing
popular
I'm
song
I'm
in
doing
general?
Billboard first.
Billboard. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing that first. Now, according to Wikipedia, the number one song in 1990, I ain't never heard this. I don't know. It was called "Hold On" by Wilson Phillips. Never heard of it.
If you hold on,
Is that it
then
for real?
let it go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, you know that
okay.
song. Hold on. Yeah.
Now, number three.
Somebody, someone gonna do. Yeah.
Guess what was number 4 in 1990? Poison.
R&B. Oh
Poison.
wow.
That was number 4.
That was probably definitely number one, bro. Like on the R&B charts, though.
It might be number one on
Like,
R&B charts.
yeah. That's definitely one of the top 10 Negro
The
spirituals
spirituals. And number 11
for
was
sure.
number 11 according to Billboard's one of Hot 100 in 1990. Number 11 was "Do Me Baby."
Yeah, ain't that's crazy? They have
Do
two. They
two,
got two on the
two,
Billboard top 20. That's crazy.
two.
Yeah,
Some
that
other
just goes
hit,
to show you how hot they was back then, bro.
some other hits was "Visions of Love" by Mariah Carey, number 6.
I had a vision of love. That's my jam.
"Hold On" by In Vogue, number 8.
Yeah, hold on to your love.
Ooh, "Cradle of Love" by Billy Idol, number 9. I remember that song.
Cradle of love.
Yeah,
How did
I
that
remember
go?
that. Oh God, I remember because I remember the video. Oh
I
God,
probably get. I probably knew it if I heard
I
it.
if I can get the melody, I know you heard it.
I gotta hear that.
What else? "How Am I Supposed to Live Without You?" Michael Bolton, number
Tell
12.
me how without you.
"Pump Up the Jam," "Pump It
Pump
Up,"
it up.
number
Yeah.
13. Tease, number
Oh gosh.
13. Let me see. Ooh, number 17. Maxi Priest, "Close to You." Remember that? I just
Oh
want to get close to you. Then
yeah.
had the little, hey, that
Yeah.
was,
I
oh
remember that.
man. What else? Johnny Gill, "Rub You the Right Way," 23.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see if anybody else in here. Oh, Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. Number
Yeah.
35.
Back in the day, bro, we ain't really like, it was like all the kind of the music that was top 20 would be all together. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right, right.
it'd be all on one station. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the R&B stations, but for the
You
most
had
part,
it.
like
Yeah, you
we
had
had
it.
to watch everything. Like
Now
the top 10 on MTV could include, it would be like that. It'd be scattered. You can
it
have
would be
Poison,
scattered. It would
and
be scattered
then you can have Billy Idol is next. You know what I'm
as the
saying? So
next.
yeah.
Now, here's a song, some controversy now, but I feel like it should be in the Negro spiritual.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, number
Mm,
45.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
No, I mean I know that like when we was younger and unconscious, we didn't know no better, right? Everybody was ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
mean,
Like he was like they had him dressed, bro, like a white MC Hammer.
they did. That's what they wanted to look like. Because at the time, that's who Hammer was the man.
That's who was hot. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I've closed the barbecue, so I don't know that he's getting.
She's
I
hey.
don't know that he's getting in the barbecue or not.
I'm gonna
But
write that title down. That could be a potential title. I've closed the barbecue.
yeah,
I like that.
the
I
barbecue is
like that. I like
closed.
that. I've closed the
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Now, just so you know, the number one song, R&B song in 1990. Hold on, I'm pulling up now. Man, you can get everything. This is amazing. CC and the Music Factory, and the number one song was "Gonna Make You Sweat."
Gonna make you sweat,
That was number
baby.
one. That was number one in 1990.
Wow, I could believe
Now,
that because that was big. That was that house music. That's what they was listening to back then.
let me read you the top 10, then we'll move on because I
Okay.
think you're gonna love this. Number 10, Samuel. So you like what you see? Never heard of it. Number 9, Whitney Houston. All the man that I need.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, every black man's kryptonite. Madonna. Justify My Love.
Oh gosh.
Uh, In Vogue. Hold On. Number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Visions of Love. Mariah Carey. Number 6. I'm Your Baby Tonight. Whitney Houston. Number 5.
Mm.
I've Been Thinking About You. London Beat. Number 4.
I have to remember that one.
Spread My Wings by Troop. Number 3.
Spread my wings. Oh yeah, yeah. And
Number
fly.
2. Oh my God, I used to wear this song out. I've been around the world and I
Yeah. I
can't help
can't find my
that.
baby.
Lisa Stansfield, number 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And CC the Music Factory, Gonna Make You Sweat, number 1. That was the
I
number
ain't
one.
mad at that. I mean, we had some good music back then. Like
We did.
back in the day, like it really wasn't, I won't say music was colorblind, but it probably was a more of a mixture, and it wasn't like an anomaly to have like a white girl singing, like because it was a few of them,
There's
back
few
in the
of them.
day. So
Well, Tina Marie was the original.
she was.
She was the original.
Tina was the queen. Yeah.
If you
Hey,
keep it a buck,
I saw something recently, bro, that was like she even like cooked soul food. It was like
yes,
it was like
yes.
she actually knew how to cook.
If you keep it a buck, for those of you who don't know who Tina Marie is, she was a soulful singer, but she was a white lady. She was infamous, known with Rick James. But if you keep it a buck, unless you knew who Tina Marie was, if you've seen her before, if you just heard her voice and her songs, you would think that's a black woman from Detroit singing the way she sang.
Mm-hmm.
She was soulful. She was really soulful.
Yeah. Is there anybody else, bro, that is a white singer that you didn't know was white until you saw them?
Oh, Buddy Ass, Hall and Oates. Them,
Really?
them, them dudes. Them dudes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I didn't know Bobby Caldwell was black.
Oh yeah, for the longest, nobody knew that.
I didn't
Nobody
know.
knew that.
All we know is what you won't do for love. I mean, I thought that was a brother, like until I
Everybody thought
didn't
it
know
was a
that I
brother.
was good and grown that Bobby Caldwell was white. Didn't had no idea.
Think think about who else. If we didn't see him, we would think he was black. But videos was hot back then growing up. John B.
True. Yeah, he was definitely soulful. You wouldn't think he was white if you heard his voice.
You
No.
would not, you wouldn't even think twice. But
No.
when you go buy his CD, you see the white dude on the cover, you're like,
Yes.
damn,
He's
this
lily
hey.
white. Yeah.
But yeah, so episode 90 in 1990, I was 11 years old. So I remember that year. But we back, y'all, another week. We coming off of Thanksgiving week. We're coming off of my birthday week.
Yeah, happy birthday. We had a time last week, bro.
We had a time. We had a
What the folks
time.
on the internet, a time was had.
A time was had, as the kids say. A time was had. Real quick, I'm Coach Mo. That's Tease over there for those of you
Yo,
first time
yo.
listeners and you first time people. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Some of that podcast.
Mhm.
Apple, good old Spotify. You can find us on YouTube, and the views are popping. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram page. Some of that pod. Now, Tease. Last week, first of all, let me start off with how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good. It was good. It was low key. Um, my family, we cooks. We do this. So,
Yeah, yeah, y'all
uh,
do. Yeah,
we
y'all
do
do.
this. So it was good. I just
Mhm.
chill. I think after we hung out for your birthday, Thanksgiving, I don't think I did nothing until it was time for me to go to work
Okay.
on Monday.
On Monday? Okay.
That was a
Okay.
drag. So I actually had a really good peaceful Thanksgiving, and I had a chill weekend. So it
Good.
was
Good. Good.
it was good. Yeah.
My Thanksgiving was good. My family came into town from Milwaukee, and
Nice.
they were at my mom's house. So we went over there. We hung out. Good to see my family, my auntie and my cousin, and her fiance and their son. So it was good to see them. We watched football, talk. I ate a lot. Jesus Christ, ate. Um, but we had a good time. You know what, Tease? I did not have a drink on Thanksgiving, but
Really?
there's a reason why though.
I mean, you drank enough
There's
the
a,
day before, bro.
so. Do you want me to tell the people how the day before Thanksgiving went?
Tell him, bro. Tell him. Tell him.
Okay, so so the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I just told people to meet me at this cigar spot on the west side, Roasted Leaf. Shout out to Roasted Leaf. That was a dope time. Appreciate them. So I just told people on Facebook, social media, hey, look, if you don't have anything to do, if you smoke cigars, come on out. So that night, Tease, just to let the listeners know, it started off. I got there. I was very sober. Okay, just very sober. So that's how it started. So then around 8:30, 9 o'clock, the bottles start coming, and that's when the trouble starts. So
Mm.
um, between the great music, the great atmosphere, it was a vibe. I probably had about 10 shots
Jeez.
that night.
I mean,
And
I know the shots was coming, bro, but I didn't know it was 10.
yeah, I had about 10 because as I was walking around the joint, people was passing me a shot.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you was done.
um, I thank God for the videos and the pictures because I don't remember too much from that night. I just remember having a good time. Uh,
You was definitely gone, bro.
and first of all, what made it great, you had two of the coldest DJs in Chicago there. So
That's facts.
I
That's
don't give
facts.
I don't give a fuck. Nobody say. Shout out to my man Ransom, DJ Ransom, wherever he be at, and I can
That's
make it.
facts.
I'm coming through. Shout out to my homie DJ Surprise. So
Yes.
them two, pretty much. I mean, it was the music was going, the drinks was going. It was a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Um,
See, they the DJs that don't they ain't gonna always play what's popular. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right, right.
they gonna put some songs in there, but they play the songs that's gonna get the people dancing because people don't really dance, but when they on the table, you gonna get up and you can't sit down because they gonna
Okay,
give you back to back, hits. So
hits,
yeah,
hits, and anytime you can make folks dance in a cigar lounge, okay,
I know
you
it's like a club
you
in there, bro.
it turned like that's what I'm saying. That's what you make people dance in a cigar lounge. That's damn good work. And
Yeah, that's
but
facts.
after about 10 shots in, Tease, I was done. I was done. I had people texting me, telling me it was good to see me, and listen.
You don't even know. Like I saw you.
I don't. All I know is that Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, I woke up at like 8:30, and I went back to sleep, and I slept the entire day. I did not wake up until 4:30 that evening.
That is, I can
I
believe it, bro.
slept the entire day, and I was hungover, and I don't like it. I don't like that, Tease. I don't like it.
Bro, when the last time you been hungover?
Tease, it's been a while, and I know I'm
Yeah.
getting old because the recovery time is not the same.
It's dangerous. Yes. Anytime I know I'm a drink a lot, like I tell people, this is why I take it easy because I'm like, it's not even so much that like I don't want the drink. It's the recovery from the drink. It's gonna take me, I ain't even gonna lie, a day or two.
Yes,
You know how
yes,
much because it's gonna take me a day to, to get my rest in,
yes.
and then like another day to kind of shake it off because yeah, we old, bro. We can't be out partying
I said,
and dancing and drinking. Yeah,
I
that's
said that. I said, yeah, I'm officially because I can't recover. I just can't recover the same. I was drinking water and like I
uh,
just can't. Then I had to go to my mom's house, so I'm walking in. They can tell I had a long night. And
mhm.
my first thing my mom says when she see me, "Hey, I'm surprised you woke up." I'm like, "Oh my god, here we go, here we go." But
Mama
but
knows
it was fun, and I shout out to everybody that came. I appreciate that.
for sure.
We was drinking good, smoking good. And the
One
good
thing I
thing,
hate about smoking is that cigar smoke stick
oh, oh,
to you for like days.
especially
I don't know how y'all
females
do it.
with y'all hair too, with y'all females with that hair.
Yes,
Oh man.
yes. I have to scrub and scrub to try to get this stank
Hmm.
out my hair.
Yeah, it's that's the one thing about when you in a cigar atmosphere, especially in a spot like that, that smoke stays in there. But some places though, they have good ventilation where it's really
Yeah,
good.
it's not as bad. Yeah.
But sometimes when it's packed and it's crowded like that, man, that
Mhm.
smoke is in there, man.
Yeah,
We had a
yeah,
good time. We had a good time.
yeah.
Hey y'all, let me let y'all know, Latisse, don't let her fool you, y'all. Hey, listen, when Latisse is comfortable and in a good setting, and she got about maybe two drinks, Latisse let loose, y'all. Don't let her fool you. She let
That's
loose.
about right. That's
She'll
about
cut
right.
a rug a little bit. If a song come on, y'all,
That's about right. That's
she
about
gonna
right.
cut a rug.
I'm definitely not the life of the party, but as my brother said, if I get me a little few in me, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, she
I
gonna
can get up. I can get up and cut a little rug.
she gonna cut a rug. Yep, she will. I'm telling y'all. But
Yeah, it was fun though. It was
this was a
fun.
fun birthday weekend. This was a fun birthday weekend. Shout out to everybody that wished me happy birthday on Facebook, Instagram. Shout out to everybody that texted me. It was that was this is I'm 44 years old now. And I realized finally like we getting close to halftime.
Yeah,
Straight up, we getting close to halftime.
yeah.
I really realized that when I was like, halftime is right around that corner. It's getting close
Bro,
to halftime.
yes. That's why it's like honestly, before I even get to halftime, my thing is now is just to make sure that I am enjoying life and doing the things that I want to do and living as for myself. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? For
yes.
a long time I did not live for myself in my happiness and not worrying about, who ain't gonna like what. But this is what
Yeah.
makes me happy. This is what I'm going to do. If I fail at it, I fail at it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow ain't promised. Like we getting older, and the older you get, everything is not gonna get easier. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just yeah, I'm it's gonna be here before we know it. I'm like, dang, because this year finna be gone. So
Gonna be over with. Gonna be over
yeah,
with. And look, Friday, December 1st, Tease.
I know.
it's
I know.
December 1st.
I'm not. Yeah. That's December 1st, and that's going to see Beyonce movie. So
I'm
that
going
comes
tomorrow.
out. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we're
going
going
Friday.
tomorrow. I heard
So we
it's
can talk
good
about
too.
that next week.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
I'm sure. Did you watch Homecoming?
Yes, I did.
I loved Homecoming
Me
on
too.
Netflix.
Me
That was a
too.
really, really good movie. So I can imagine it's probably gonna be like in the same vein of, her going through that process of what she went through,
Mm-hmm.
because that Renaissance concert was amazing. So I
Yeah,
would
yeah, it
like
was. It
to
was.
see the behind the scenes on how she, you know, put everything together. So yeah.
Well, we going tomorrow. I think we're going to see it at Lake Theater.
Okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, side note, I like Lake Theater for real.
Yeah. You know what's a good theater now, bro? Honestly, that has did like a total kind of like I guess you could say remodel. What you call it is not bad. Riverside is not bad.
I haven't been in so long.
Bro, the same. I hadn't been to Riverside in I don't know how long. Maybe I
Mhm.
think I went. I might have went to Riverside to see when the Bad Boys came out. That's when I first time I went.
Ooh, okay,
Well,
okay.
no, with the new one,
Yeah, I
the
know the
Bad
new one,
Boys for
the one that
Life,
just came out.
2020. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
before then, I hadn't been probably in years. But it's updated, so
It's
it's a
updated.
classic cinema too. Yeah, but they got the nice leather recliner, heated seats.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
the last time was me and the homie Levi, and this was like in 2002 or one.
Jeesh.
I think that's the last time I've been there. For real,
Yeah,
like watch a movie there.
it's nice, bro. I thought that's it. I used to didn't want to go because I'm like, there's so many kids there, and
Mm-hmm.
I still don't go when it's like busy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to an early show when it's not like super crowded, it's a nice theater.
I'm gonna have to check it out then. I'm
Yeah,
check it
it's
out.
nice.
So what I want to talk about tonight, and I know you know about this too, because you know, Dr. Umar had he was on a podcast, I believe, actually when he was here in Chicago a few weeks ago. Um, and he was here to speak about the migrant crisis.
Hmm.
He was supposed to speak at an event, which the mayor was there also. Um, Apparently, he didn't get a chance to speak, and according to him, Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago uh, didn't let him speak or cut his. I guess he was cut his time to speak or whatever. So, Dr. Umar, I don't know if he did the podcast interview before he did the speech, or he was at the event, or he did his podcast interview after the event. But they asked him a question about the migrant crisis.
Hmm.
Um, Basically, they just asked him what did he think about the migrants here in Chicago. All about what was his thoughts. Now, usually with Dr. Umar, you have to take everything he say with a grain of salt, and you have to really just take what you want out of what he said and then remove the other stuff if that's how you
Hmm.
feel, because
Hmm.
everybody don't believe or think like him. Not saying everything he says is wrong. A lot of stuff he says is true, factual stuff. um, but he said the migrant crisis, he says he believes is motivated by the federal government, and he said it's because Illinois is, I believe he said Illinois is the only state when it comes to the most democratic delegates, the most
Hmm.
democratic. I think I forgot the exact word. I think he used delegates. He
Hmm.
was saying that that's how Carol Mosley Brown got elected. That's how President Obama became senator, and that's how he rose to the top of where he's at because this state has a lot of Democratic delegates. He said that the migrants are motivated by the federal government because they're trying
Well,
to make
Chicago has a lot of
yes
Democrats. Yeah.
Chicago, and he says at Chicago is because he believes that they're trying to make these migrants not only have citizenship but to also be able to vote and vote Republican.
Okay.
And he's saying that's what this is motivated by. Now I listened to it. I listened to it like 2 or 3 times. I like shrugged it off the first time, but then I was thinking like, I've always said there's a reason why all this is happening here. Somebody's benefiting from this.
Absolutely.
Somebody. And then I thought about it. Maybe he's right. Because if they are trying to remember what they're doing for the migrants. We know they're getting them housing, they're getting them job programs, they're getting WIC. They're even offering people who own property, 2 flats. They're offering people monthly rent paid to you by the state of Illinois to house these migrants. So I'm wondering, what if this is real to the point where they're like, hey, now that you guys have your citizenship, sign up to vote or register to vote and vote under Republican. I went with it, T. It had my mind going a little bit. What you think?
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. So, and for me, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't. It's not beyond the United States government to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think a lot of things can be true. I think it can be a bigger, a bigger plan to redefine, the delegates in Chicago and the Illinois area, because outside of the Chicago suburbs, the further you go outside of Chicago, Illinois would really be a red state. You know what I'm saying? They really Chicago is the cause of it because so much of the population is in Chicago. So that's why that is true what he was saying. That's why typically, for you can get a senator in because there are a lot of Black people in Chicago that are Democratic. You know what I'm saying? New York, I think he said though they are second, but New York is kind of more progressive where they kind of split down the middle. You know what I'm saying? So but it would not surprise me, bro. I mean, I do not think for a second it's for the benefit or to be helpful to the migrants. I just don't think that. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to help homeless people because people have been homeless in Chicago all our lives, and no one has raised a finger for them people except for the locals.
True.
Government was not doing anything. It was local people that was giving them food, giving them housing, giving them, provide these different kind of churches that when it gets cold, let them sleep there at night, give them breakfast. And these are local people doing that have been doing it. And the state was not funneling millions of dollars to solve the homeless issue in Chicago. In fact, they were kicking them off of Wacker, kicking them off of certain places that they were, tend to do in the city. So yeah, I'm not buying this, this altruistic effort to, you know what I'm saying, to help the migrants. They don't give a damn about those people. You know what I'm saying? It's a money grab. I think more than anything, more than the voting, I do think it's just a money grab. Like you can get all these government contracts, bro. If you had an LLC right now, you had a business, you could say, "Oh, I have a job program to train immigrants." You know what I'm saying? And you can, if you related to one of the officials, you can get in on this money. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the
on
people
this money.
Yeah. I mean, people are starting businesses just to do that, just to get a part of the government contracts. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a money grab more than anything. And I don't what he said about it, being about voting, I believe that too. I absolutely, because you know, we've seen um we've seen what the Republicans are trying to do everything they can in their power to uphold white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? And so, and even though, you have your black people that's going to be like, well, Democrats were the ones who were racist back in the day. I understand that. We're not back in the day now. Let's talk about right now. Currently, the party of racism is both of them, but the outright racist is the Republicans. You
The
know what I'm saying? That's just
Republican.
the truth. That's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? So, whether or not the Democrats got the same blood on their hands, I definitely believe that too. You know what I'm saying? But I we need to deal with right now. And Republicans are on a mission to uphold white supremacy, and they are doing everything they can to turn back the hands of time. For
It's true.
not just brown and black people, but for women too. Like
Hmm.
they really want it to be like like in the suffrage time, like like women don't say nothing, don't have nothing, and you don't have no ownership of your body. You can't even get a bank account without a man. Like these are things that were a real thing, and I guarantee you, if they can have that now, they would do that.
They
You
would
know,
do it. They
so
would do it.
I won't put it past, bro.
I thought it was an interesting discussion coming from him as usual. I didn't poo poo it. I was just like, wow, thinking about it because it makes you wonder if you've got over 16,000 migrants here. 16,000 is a lot of lives. Okay,
Hmm.
um, and they have to be accounted for. They have to be placed somewhere. Again, we're not a third world city nor country, so you just can't drop people here and not do anything. Like they're just here. So um, I feel like I continue to say this is that they're going to get more. They're going to reap more um, from the benefits than actual people, 9 to 5 working people. They're going to benefit more than the homeless people. Um, to go way back to the history of this country, immigrants came here just like that. They weren't dropped here; they just migrated here, and eventually they ended up creating a uh, society. They ended up creating. They started families, and now you
Hmm.
have like people who were factory workers because they were immigrants. And I think what's happening is that these people that's here now, they're going to start getting those other jobs, the jobs that nobody
Hmm.
else wants to do. It's going to be
Hmm.
cheap labor,
Hmm.
and this is America.
Hmm.
America was built. We all know this. It was built on cheap labor, to
Hmm.
cheap to zero, like
Hmm.
at all. So I
Hmm.
mean, this is the way this works.
Well, a capitalistic country is going
Yep,
to always need poor people.
always.
It's always it has to be a lower class. You know what I'm saying? And so when you Negroes start getting high and mighty, you know what I'm saying, and y'all don't want to be the low class no more. Well, we gonna have to find somebody got to be it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth.
You sound like
Somebody got to be at the bottom.
you sound like Farrakhan. Oh, you scared to death, Negroes.
But that's the truth though, bro.
That's the
Like
truth.
they, black people, I mean, as much as we are behind in certain areas, we have been able to progress too. And so we are a big part of the middle class, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so black people ain't trying to go backwards, you know what I'm saying? We,
No.
that's why a lot of service jobs, we turn our nose up at. And there's nothing wrong with service jobs. It's just we subconsciously be in our minds, I think we've done enough service. You know what I'm saying?
Enough.
Like
Enough.
we're done with the cleaning, okay? Like I
Yes.
feel like part of our thinking is like that. And I understand, I get it, and I'm there with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think they have to get they have to have lower wage workers, you know what I'm saying, to
Hmm.
fulfill to keep how this country is set up. Like you said, like it's the structure is like that. So you have to have to have a country that's built on capitalism, then it has to be poor people. Like you said, and that means that you have to have basically labor that's damn near free. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So, you
Yes.
know.
And once again, factories are being built. Amazon is just taking over.
Yeah.
and they're just, and the way they're doing it, they're paying these counties, these cities, these villages, wherever they're putting their big warehouses at, they're giving them tax break money, and
Hmm.
they're hiring the people that live in those counties or villages. And again, I keep saying that over
That's
time.
good though for the
Oh, I
people that own
agree.
houses. Yeah.
I agree. But the more migrants come over here, the
Maybe
more they
put one up
can.
in Maywood. Maywood
Well,
needs some businesses.
that's the thing. Maywood is coming up. Like we've got the
Hmm.
what's the name? Kroger is here.
Yeah.
We got a Kroger warehouse that's here. So it's
Yeah.
like Maywood. I don't know. Again, the mayor of Maywood. I know he
He's
takes
doing
some
a good
heat,
job.
but he's done a great job because it's so much development that's coming in Maywood that is unreal, and it's black businesses popping up.
I'm ready
So
for it because it
so
was just, it used to be really black. You know what I'm saying? And then so for a long time, bro, Maywood was barren. All
yes,
those big nice houses, those big apartment buildings, like so like for blocks and blocks and blocks of nobody living there. You know what I'm saying? Blocks and blocks and blocks of
yep.
businesses that used to be there that's gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to see that it's slowly, you know what I'm saying, becoming rejuvenating itself. And I hope it's black. I hope it stays I hope it stays majority black. I have no
I hope so too.
shame in saying that because
I
black
hope so too.
people, everybody else have their own,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope we can, because everything that's black is out south a lot of the time. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true,
So if we can get
true.
some more black businesses, out west, that would be great.
I agree. And my last point, with Dr. Umar, he he said that he's keeping an eye on this migrant situation, all over. He said especially in Chicago because he said the people that's going to suffer from this is always us, because
Always.
he said we're going to lose out on some jobs, we're going to lose out on the economic forfeitures that we can't get anymore because it's going to go to the migrants. And he said once again, we get the short end of any benefit, any grants, any federal
Oh
money
yeah.
that we need. So,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
But then the
people,
black business probably put if they're competing right now, they're not gonna you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give it to Moses and company. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
They'll try to give us the smallest contract. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? These
yep.
other businesses that these white dudes who own these contracted, like these
So T, she'll be back, everybody. She just jumped off a little bit, but I Dr. Umar, again, every Dr. Umar is not everyone's cup of tea. We understand that, we do, but sometimes he makes great points. Some people you have to listen to. I always liken it to, with a piece of meat. You eat the part that's good for you. That's the part you take, and then you just trim the fat because you don't need that. And that's how I feel like with Dr. Umar and a couple other people out here. But we'll see how it goes. The migrant situation in Chicago, we could talk about it all day, but ever since it's been happening, I have been keeping my eye on that situation, because we Chicagoans, we we're under the spotlight. National media is keeping an eye on this too, and we should too, as constituents, as taxpayers, as people who have to.
that was weird. Know what happened?
It's all you. We back. We were still going. We were still rocking.
I
We were still
see. I'm
rocking
like,
and rolling.
what?
But
Okay.
but I wanted the people to hear. Tyler Perry came out with his doc. Um, I've seen celebrities talk about it. I've seen just people on social media talk about how great, how good it was, how great it was. Um, I saw, I believe he was on The View, I believe,
I think so. Yeah.
and the young lady said she loved the doc. It made her so emotional. She learned so much about him, and she said that watching the documentary, she felt like she knew who his mom was. She felt like she knew his mom
Mm.
from her story, and I saw him get emotional. He started crying. He couldn't even finish the interview. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it. I didn't see the doc. I'm gonna watch it. I probably need to watch the doc with like ain't nobody here, so because in case I start crying, I don't want nobody to see me.
You'll probably
But
start crying a little bit.
but
Yeah.
you saw the doc. What did tell me? Tell the people what you thought about it.
I thought it was really good, bro. It's we've known Tyler Perry for a long time now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And we know a little bit about his story. We know a little bit about, you know, how he was homeless for a minute, to try to get his, career off the ground. So it really showed that struggle, and it really showed that process, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't easy. It was not easy, and how he just trusted God that whole time. Um a couple things that stuck out for me. I don't know. So you want me to spoil it, or you want to just wait till you see it? Because there's
It,
some.
it's been out for a long time, so I'm
Okay,
good.
so one thing that stuck out for me was that, the abuse, everyone in his family, agreed that his stepfather or his father, who he was named after, and the reason why he goes by Tyler Perry is because when he started trying to get into the business, he changed his name because he didn't want to be known, he didn't want to be Junior. You know what I'm saying? Because his father tormented him basically.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, his dad, he was just one of those disconnected black men back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Just strong arm, and that's all they knew, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was abused as a child, and that's how he raised Tyler. But he
Mm-hmm.
always said he felt something. Um he would always be like, how could you do your own flesh and blood like this? Like, who does that? Fast forward though, come to find out, when Tyler was old, he had to be, this wasn't that long ago. He finally got, I think it may have been after his mama passed. He finally got a DNA test. That's not his dad.
Oh shit! Okay,
It's
wow.
not his dad. And
Kirk
so,
Franklin shit. Okay.
bro, and I'm saying, man, here go black woman take another L. But he he said that explained a lot. It was almost a relief for him then,
Mm-hmm.
because then he was like, because in his mind he was thinking, because ain't no way somebody that's your flesh and blood could do this to their child. He was like, so maybe, but he said his dad for a long time that he knew that he wasn't his, and that was part of the contention, was that wasn't his child, and he knew it wasn't his child. So um but he found out, and he still take care of him. He was like, he forgive him, because he knew that he was operating from a space that's just how they were back then, even though it was detrimental to him.
Mm-hmm.
um but he still take care of him. And it's just crazy how tragedy, how that drives some people, you know what I'm saying? And it really, I'm not a Tyler Perry fan of like his work. Like, I can, like, the Medea stuff could be overkill. When I saw Medea in the plays, it was funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't really,
Mm-hmm.
when it came to the TV, I didn't really like him
You
on,
didn't
like,
really like it. Okay.
yeah, I didn't really like it like that. Um but to see him, in this big studio that he built, like, that's just, you can't, I don't care if you don't even like Tyler Perry movies, as a black man, and knowing that we don't even have like studios of his studio is like big, bro, on the sense of like he's rivaling those other big production
Like
companies.
like Warner Brothers and all them.
Yeah, like
Okay.
some of Black Panther was filmed on his studio. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it just gives you an avenue that, like, if I want a movie, right? I'm a producer, and I need somewhere to film it. Like, and Warner Brothers say no, and Columbia House and all the rest of
Yeah,
the people say no. I can go to Tyler Perry Studios,
and you can get your movie made.
get my movie made. You know what I'm saying? So get my TV
Mm-hmm.
show, done. So that's the blessing in it. And despite all the people that criticized him, like the Spike Lee's and all them, like he
Yeah,
still
they
honored
did.
he
I
still honored
remember
them.
that. I
He
remember
still
that.
honored them. And I thought that was dope, that he he named sound stages after him, after Will, Denzel, like he Holly Berry, like he gave them their flowers while they were still here. So I thought that was absolutely amazing. And it's a good watch.
Okay.
It's a good watch. I would encourage everybody to watch it
I'm gonna
because
check it out. I'm gonna check it out because it's
it's
I'm gonna check it out because it's him. It's Tyler Perry. I mean, I feel like you gotta watch what he does because it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He one thing about I may not like all his movies. I may not like some of the main ideas behind his movies, but I will say this: I'll never ever criticize the fact that he gives black people opportunities to
Absolutely.
work. He
He
always does this.
definitely does. Yep.
I give him credit for that.
He's
And
keeping a lot of black people that you wouldn't even see on TV. He's keeping them employed. You know
employed
what
like
I'm saying?
a
In front and behind the camera. So
yes, yes.
I love that. And too, bro, like and people need to understand he didn't go out trying to be Medea. Like that happened by accident. Like that was
No,
somebody else. That was a whole
no.
character that
Whole
somebody else
character.
supposed to
Mm-hmm.
do, and it didn't show up. So he had to step in. And then when he noticed like the response he got from it, he like, okay, I guess I'm Medea now. You
He
know what I'm
stayed
saying?
with it.
He stayed with it, and that's his thing too. I can appreciate he stay in his lane. Like
Mm-hmm.
he feed his crowd. Like if it ain't for you, don't it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's not trying to water it down and make it presentable to another group of people. This is for the people that like his movies, and if you rock with him, you gonna rock with him. If you don't, it ain't for you.
I
And he
remember
clearly he's a billionaire, so it's working
it worked
for him.
for him. I remember going to see the Medea of the first like one of his first plays
Mm-hmm.
at the Regal,
Okay.
and then I saw it at the Airy Crown,
Okay. I saw one at the Airy Crown. Yeah.
and I just remember going, "What the fuck am I looking at?" But it was so funny.
It was funny. Yeah.
It was so funny, and nobody was cursing.
Yeah.
So that's what made it even funnier. And then I always had a message at
Yeah.
the end. Cause I used to be like,
Mhm.
I used to be like, Samara, why you got me here watching this 6'5" ass dude
Right.
playing a Medea? Like
Right.
it, but it was funny. It was really funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, he really he found his lane and became a billionaire, man.
He did. I ain't mad at him for that.
I ain't mad at him either. I ain't mad at him for either.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What else? What else? Oh, one thing I want to talk about, and we could probably let's see how long this takes us, but I'm sure this is going to get you fired up to talk about.
Oh boy.
So I came across this reel on Instagram, and basically the question was asked. It was a podcast, but the question was asked: can you blame a man, dad/dad,
Mm.
for being uninvolved if he said in the beginning to a woman, I do not want to be a parent?
Can you blame him?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Okay, expound.
Hell yeah. Here's my thing. It's simple. You don't want to have a baby. You don't nut in nobody. Period. Okay, that's it. Okay, like people be like, well, she should have had an abortion because he said he didn't want that. Well, that's an abortion. That's not birth control. We can't get pregnant unless someone releases. So if you don't want any kids, my guy, you don't release in no woman without a condom. And even then, that's not 100% with a condom. That's not 100% a flawless. You know what I'm saying? Condoms break. So if you don't want any kids, you should not be releasing in a woman with or without a condom. How about that? Like that's just absolving. That's just weak, in my opinion, of trying to absolve that male of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That it that doesn't make any sense. It's enough blame for both people. You shouldn't. If you okay with having kids and this guy isn't, this ain't the person you need to be freaking on. Freak on somebody who you know that if y'all slip up and she get pregnant, is gone. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say a woman who never told you she did not want any kids, and because you doesn't a lot up in here, now it's her fault that she had a baby because you ain't want it. Well, you a piece of crap in my opinion. Because that's the woman can't, she can't, we can't get ourselves pregnant. That's all a man. That's all your responsibility. Nobody can make you do it. And people say, well, you can tell them, she can tell them pull out. Sure. Sure. And he cannot be in there too.
I ain't never heard a woman tell a man to pull out.
Well, it happens.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
That's my, I mean, yeah, that's just to me. I saw that clip too, girl who's saying that I don't know what she on, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if she's trying to be I'm not gonna say she's trying to be a pick me, but I think we be trying to go too deep into common sense to me and trying to be fair minded, you know what I'm saying? And now we're sounding stupid. You don't nut into somebody and then say I didn't want no baby. That's not that lady's fault. Like I know we're on this thing where we have to be like, oh, black women don't take accountability, and we all on that shit now. I get it, right? We don't take accountability. I get it. We're done. We heard that. 2024. I don't want to hear that shit no more. Okay, we have beat that to death. Okay, I get it. Now let's just rewind and start over and stop.
Rewind.
I mean, let's stop with these stupid ass questions. I mean, come on. The simple thing is to not not do that, bro. I mean, come on. What? Stop. Why would you get somebody pregnant? You don't want her to have a baby. Can you make you as a male? Please make it make sense to me.
I'm just waiting because I have thoughts.
I'm listening. I'm done.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I feel like if you're a female and you get any inclination from a guy that, let's just say a guy tells you flat out, he tells you flat out, hey, look, we're going to mess around, we're going to do whatever, but I'm telling you right now, if you get pregnant any way, shape, form, or fashion, I do not want to be a dad. If you have this baby, I'm not going to take care of this baby. I feel like as a woman, if y'all fuck once and you was good and you didn't get pregnant, I feel like you need to go ahead, close shop, and leave him on red. Because if he gets you pregnant and he told you that he don't want no parts of you and that baby, I feel like not only is he an idiot, I feel like you as a female, you made an idiotic decision too.
Sure.
Because me personally, any dude that says that, I think you are nothing as man number one.
You're
That's
bum.
number one.
That's bum
That's number
behavior
one.
already. Yeah.
That's number one. You can call me a panderer. You can call me whatever. It don't matter to me. I'm married. I got 2 kids. I'm cool. I've been down that road. I'm damn near raising a grown man almost. So my thing is that is the ultimate red flag for any woman if that conversation comes up. Mm-hmm. If it comes up before y'all have sex, abort the mission.
Sure.
Abort it. Because 2 things I know to be true. 1, he gonna try to fuck you. 2, and it's gonna be wrong. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. So unless you the conscious type of woman that knows your body and you like, you know what? Nobody run up at me without a condom. Or you just like, you know what? Nah, dude, I don't like how you just said that. You giving me
you giving me deadbeat.
You giving me trash ass dude vibes.
Yeah.
Because for one, if a dude really think about how that conversation goes, if a dude really says that, one, he said it to you for a reason. Reason.
He wants you to know you ain't it.
You ain't it.
Yeah.
You ain't it. I'm just being totally honest. You ain't it. And the fact that I feel like old girl point, like I get what she was trying to say, but the dude who was listening to her, like what he was trying to say, like, look, again, this men versus women thing, the battle of the genders type thing, I feel like when it comes to that, you're messing with what we call procreation. Like you're basically willing to bring another life into this world and not give him the proper attention or her the proper attention that baby needs growing up, that nurturing. Basically, you just decide to have sex and was like, well, fuck the consequences. She can just keep the baby, or she gonna be a baby mama. But I'm gonna be over here living a whole nother life where I got a whole seed out here. That's what's part is wrong with us as a culture. Number one,
That's what's wrong. That's a character flaw.
big time, and
That's a character
it makes
issue.
me wonder: is this a generational curse? Why would you think like that? Like, why would you
Because
immediately
people
think like
normalize it, bro. It's been normalized in our community, and for all the great dads that we have, there's this. You know what I'm saying? And people like I'm tired of the blame game, want to blame all the single women for everything, and absolved, the men from. It's enough blame for everybody. Why
yes,
can't why can't it just be like a collective thing that it's not what's happening is not healthy, it's not good for the community, it's not building the community, it's not growing the community. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's just been it's I don't even know how you get that. Like, where's your dad to tell you that's messed up?
yeah.
Like, if you heard CJ saying that, I know for sure you nipped it in the bud right then and there. Like, fam, if you gonna be out here doing it and you gonna be reckless like that, that's problem number one. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna be reckless, then you get somebody pregnant. You can't be on that. I wash my hands of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
No,
know what? That's on her. Like,
you can't
I
be on
told
that.
her. I told. I mean,
Can't be on
we're
that.
talking about life here.
Yep.
That's because people take sex as like it's nothing. We're talking about actually bringing a life into existence, and you talking about something. Well, I told her I ain't want it. What?
Yeah.
Doesn't even, I mean, you tell me you don't want it, that means that every time that you have a sex, you condom up, my boy.
You're right. If you don't
And
really want
when you
one,
and then when you're ready to arrive, you're out of here, my boy.
you're out of there.
All of that. This
I
is
mean,
That's how men who don't want babies act.
that was me back in the day. Man, listen. I used to have I can name 3, 4 females right now that used to literally ask me, why do you jump out and you still got a condom on?
Because
Because
I don't want your baby hoe.
I don't want you to be my baby mama hoe. That's
Sorry,
why.
not sorry.
Number one, I probably shouldn't even be smashing you. Number two, I definitely don't want no baby to look like you. And y'all know what I
See, that's
mean.
how
I'm
you
just gonna
should
leave
you
that
should
alone. I'm just gonna leave that right there. But y'all know what I mean when I say that. So yeah, that's why I always got up out of that, even with the rubber on, because I did not want no baby with
Yeah.
those women. Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want no baby. I didn't want to be no baby daddy. I didn't want no
Mhm.
baby mama. And that's just
Mhm.
that. But this is that video just was, I was just like, a dude says that to a female, man, just don't even have sex with him. Like, just run.
Yeah.
Just run.
And I get what she's saying too. I'm getting
I did
women
too.
have to take a responsibility for ourselves. I've that's why I don't have any kids. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that's not favorable for my child and myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I've always had that. That's why I don't have no oopsies. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
had no oopsies because it's a serious thing. And
Mm-hmm.
if I have a shaky situation with the guy, like that's not, I don't want to bring life into that. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring life into love. And until
Yeah.
I have that, then I would decide to have a child or I would never have one. And that's okay. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But ain't gonna be no oopsies and then somebody telling me, well, peace. I'm gonna tell you right now, my boy, you're going to court. You ain't gotta be here, but
My
that
boy.
money don't be in my account. And I don't even like, I'm not a champion of child support like that. But
Yeah.
with idiots like this, you gonna give me something.
You
Sorry.
gonna give me something, my boy. I need to cut a check, my boy.
Cut that check. Yeah. You
Cut
gonna you
that
gonna
check.
yeah, I'm not gonna be out here struggling. I don't care what you said you wasn't gonna do. You did it.
You
It
did it.
happened.
Yep.
So Yeah.
Hey, I just, hey, like I said, that was an interesting reel. I watched the
I like to
reel.
hear what everybody else has to say about that too.
Me too.
You
So make sure when you guys hear this episode, especially this segment, please comment about that and leave a comment because I feel like I don't. I feel like there's no wrong answer because
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's got an opinion about this. Um, it may be somebody who's dealt with this, who actually a female was actually told this by a guy, and it'd be interesting to see what you've said or how that situation worked out. I,
Run from that type of guy. That's
please
all I got
run,
to say. He's
please
not.
run,
He's
please
out
run.
here reckless. He's probably, and chances are, just to be let's be real, right? Chances are his dick is dirty, right? That's probably probably 9 times out of 10
Hey yo,
guys
hey,
that's like reckless like that. I
hey
guarantee
y'all,
you, he's out here burning these
hey
walls.
y'all, hey y'all. Latisse,
Yeah,
Latisse, be quick to call a dude a dirty dick. First 2 weeks ago, it was ran through. Now it's dirty dick. Like Latisse,
I didn't make this up, bro. This is it's listen. I didn't make the rules. If these men are ran through, I mean, we need to call it what it is, and we need to stop trying to act like it's not like. I know y'all want to say sowing your wild oats. I'm gonna say ran through.
ran
That's what it
through.
is. I know this is a male dominated society, so y'all gonna see it different. I don't. I don't. I see men
It
for what
ran
they
through.
are. If you
You
ran
see,
through, you can be delivered. Absolutely. There are a lot of delivered ran through men.
you can be delivered. You can be.
Yeah.
But Latisse, let's be before we leave. Let me just ask you this, okay? Because I know the guys probably like, man, Mo, you gotta just give her a rebuttal. This is what I want to know, Latisse. I gotta ask you this. You consider yourself a seasoned woman, right?
I'm seasoned. Yeah.
Okay, you're seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you want a seasoned man?
Mm.
Let's be honest, Tease. Let's be honest. Part two of this. Let's be honest. You don't want no version.
Okay, maybe not a version.
Okay.
I want like seasoned like just experienced. Because here's the thing. You can be seasoned, bro, and you could have had a lot of sex, but not with a whole bunch of different people.
Okay.
You could have been a guy that was like in serious relationships for a lot of time. So you've had a lot of sex, but with different, but with a smaller number of women. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? When he's seasoned in the sense of we're in the hundreds of women, I don't want to know. I know that's a real thing for sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want that. If I had to pick, you know what I'm saying? If you had a blind picker, right, bro? And it's like, okay, we know how many we all the guys, you had like little bullets of what they good at sex
Mm-hmm.
wise, right? And you got these guys that hit all the things that you like, and then for each one, they put their number of people they slept
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put the guy with the lowest number.
Okay.
If he hitting all the spots, you know what I'm saying? Why would
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with the ran through one? You know, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, you do want experienced. You want it. But you don't want like, you know,
You saying you don't want a, oh God. You just don't want a dude that's close
just
to
reckless.
Will Chamberlain numbers.
Yeah, I mean, but the way Will Chamberlain numbers, people didn't have those in their 20s. And in this age of social media now too, where the access to meet someone and sleep with them the same day or the same, like I realistically, my age is just they're gonna be seasoned.
They're gonna be seasoned.
They're gonna
So
be seasoned. They're gonna be
so
seasoned and ran through,
you
and you
want
just
them
have to hope you have a delivered one.
you want them seasoned but not well done. you don't
Yeah,
you don't want
yeah.
them
No,
cooked.
no, no.
You don't
I
want
don't
them
want them
cooked.
cooked. Yeah, that part.
All
Yeah,
right, so okay, all right, cool.
yeah. Yeah, now that cooked means, boy, he done. He's out of
That means
here.
he done. It means he out of here.
He out of
Because
here. Yeah.
see, I can see a brother who might watch this podcast and be like, well, I'm considered seasoned. I've been around, different women. However, they may say like, but I'm still a good dude. I can be a good dude to you.
Sure. Yeah.
That don't mean I want anybody else. I'm just a seasoned dude.
Yeah, I understand that. I have accepted that as a 42-year-old woman that they're going to be seasoned. Okay, I just have to hope and pray that that the one for me is he's been delivered from sprinkling that seasoning
Look at that
everywhere.
seasoning. Because
He keeps the seasoning in the bottle just for me.
In your own words, what you say, 44 and up, dudes is ran through. That's what that was your
I'm gonna
own
say
word.
40 and up. I'm gonna
40
say
and up.
40 and up.
40
Yeah.
and up, dudes is ran through.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all age group. I grew up with y'all, so I
Oh my
know
God.
I know firsthand. Like it's you know
I'm delivered.
yeah. Hey,
I'm
listen.
delivered. I'm
You are
delivered.
a 44-year-old delivered man, but I'm just saying that for those that ain't, there are some that still ain't.
I've
But
been delivered, touched, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
hallelujah. That's my Tyler Perry voice. Yeah.
Hey, but I'm just saying, because the listeners, I'm telling you, the listeners going to be like, there she go again. A little bit ran through.
I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, we got to call it for what it is, y'all. We got to call it what it is.
Call it for what it is. But now,
because y'all are quick to tell a woman, call a woman a hoe, a thought, a thotty, 304. Y'all got all the names for a woman that's, that's sexual freedom. Look what y'all did to Meg.
I ain't do nothing to Meg.
Look what y'all did to Meg. Y'all ran her down because she liked to have sex.
Meg did that to herself by not telling her boyfriend that the dude he was fighting, she was fucking. So I ain't do that to Meg. I ain't do that to Meg. Meg did it to herself. I did that to Meg. But hey, I still love Meg. I got love for Meg.
I do too.
I got love for Meg.
I'm on Megan's knees one day.
Hey, Party, if you listen to the podcast, stay strong, brother. Stay strong.
Party got a whole nother thick girl. He all right.
I'm just saying, because clearly my man in his verse, which by the way was dope. That was a dope. I think
guys are different, bro. I think he still loved her. I think he probably still has love for her. I don't think.
Yes.
I think he was in it. You know what I'm saying? And I think for guys, for it take y'all a while to get out y'all feelings.
Well, Tease, if I have your back, and then I ask you literally, did you sleep with Buddy? And you tell me no, and nothing happened. But then we get to court, and then all this comes out. I'm gonna be looking like a damn idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
So again,
you gotta tell the truth, but I can see how it being hard to be like, yeah, I was screwing him and you, like.
You had me publicly beefing with dude on your behalf and your honor.
Yeah.
And you let dude hit from the back in Charlotte, and all this time I'm thinking
yeah. She put him in a bad spot.
A real tough spot. A real tough spot. But Meg says she ain't having sex no more.
She probably need about time for the closing.
I put the camera on. I put the camera on meme on her page when she said that.
Okay.
Because I ain't buying it. But if she says she's not, good for you, Meg. All I care about, Meg, is your music. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't want to know about who you smashing, who you ain't smashing. I'm glad you're okay. You look like you're healthy. You look like you're doing good. Drop some more music. Because that bongo shit was huff.
Yeah, that came and went really quick. So
yeah,
that was actually Cardi's song. So
it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was just the beat. Like the beat was just mediocre.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was very mediocre.
After they dropped WAP during COVID, like that was
COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then you
Yep,
come
it
out with
was
this
cold.
bongos. You're like,
Yeah,
it was weak. It was weak.
that shit
Yeah.
was terrible. But hey, what else? What else? What else I want to drop before we get out of here? What else before we get out? Oh, lastly, I'm gonna say this again. Diddy did all that shit. Um, he stepped down from Revolt
Downfall
as
of Diddy.
chairman. He
Yeah.
stepped down as Revolt as chairman. The school he was partnering with has parted ways with him.
He had to do all that.
Yeah, you gotta do all that. He had to because for business reasons.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else? What else? 50 Cent ain't letting up. It's funny. It's funny.
And you
He
better
ain't
hope
letting
nobody
up.
don't come out on him.
I just that's what I said too. I hope nobody accused him of anything. Jamie Foxx is being accused now. Marcellus Wisely, he been accused. Who else? Who else? It's just what a time to be a celebrity if you was hot back in the early 2000s because they coming for motherfuckers.
Shit, 90s too.
They coming. They are coming. Pause. They coming for people, man. It's it's
Literally.
man. It's for real shit.
Yeah.
But again, I think all of this is gonna pass into another news cycle. Something else drops. But just with the Diddy thing, in
I
my
think Diddy
opinion,
gonna have to go away.
his public reputation will never recover.
Mm-mm. Just like
Never.
Russell Simmons.
Yep, it will never recover.
You notice this, bro. This year was 50 years of hip hop. Did you ever think you'll have a 50 years of hip hop and you didn't see Russell Simmons in none of this?
Never.
Because if we're gonna be honest, Russell Simmons damn near is hip hop. He's a pioneer that kicked off a lot of this.
When you think
That made it what it was.
when you think of Russell Simmons, you think of one name, Def Jam.
Yep.
So when you think of Def Jam, you think of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. He was nowhere to be found.
Nope, because he can't.
He
I mean,
can't. He can't.
because of those allegations that he had a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I think Diddy gonna have to be the same way because the truth of the matter, I mean, Diddy had a big part of our childhood, big part of our music. You know, all this crazy stuff aside, I mean, Bad Boy, you know, that was an era that can't be,
Duplicated.
can't be duplicated.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? And
Ever.
so it's unfortunate, but you know what, bro? This is the societal norm of men in power and the mistreatment and of women, but also too, you know, it should be also a thing of men being more responsible in the sense that women want to set you up too.
They do.
I don't believe all these women were everything wasn't a rape in a drug situation. People go along with stuff too because they feel like they have to because that's the climate. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot to digest, but you know he's done though. I don't see him recovering this.
It's a lot to digest.
It's unfortunate.
You know, I read all I can read from factual stuff and credible sources and listening to credible people. I just want to say this and then I'm done. We can wrap. Part of me feel like everything was settled so quickly is because I truly believe that Diddy knew that Cassie knows a lot.
Sure.
And I think Diddy knew that if this thing drags on and it gets to court, it gets to discovery, it gets to whatever, it could be more stuff to come out that I don't care who you are as a person, just a human being. It's a lot of stuff that we do behind closed doors that we don't want nobody to know about.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this whole thing about Diddy and dudes being with dudes and all that. Trust me, he don't want that to get out there like that. He don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you just said, the whole super masculinity thing with Bad Boy with him, and he knows Cassie knows stuff, whether it's about his sexuality, whether it's about the freaky shit that he loved to do. I'm whispering Tupac murder. Like he knows that she knows stuff. Because I don't believe Cassidy was just somebody he was just screwing.
No,
I
she was
believe
with him for a decade.
that's what I'm saying. I believe she was around and privy to certain conversations. I believe
He
she
was
was.
with her and Kim at the same time
I
for
believe.
decades.
I
So
believe a lot of pillow talk was done between Cassidy, Diddy, and Kim.
sure,
I believe that. I
Kim's
believe
not
it.
here to talk about it.
On that note, I'm just gonna say enough said.
Yeah, Kim's not here to talk about it. I also think too that whether or not you know Cassie participated in there willingly for a lot of stuff. I think ego is what got him here because he could have settled before she filed, but he didn't because he probably didn't think she would go through
Go
with it.
through with it. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now look at you.
Yeah. And
And
he had an old shit moment, and he pay a lot of money to people who smarter than him, lawyers, and they probably told him,
but that just opened the door.
they said, Sean, sit down with her, find out what she wants, and let's deaden this thing. Because they probably
Like,
know he cannot afford to let this thing go on.
but these rumors and stuff been going on for years, so I think everybody knows that. I don't think nobody is surprised, but
But remember though, it was rumors. What we
mhm.
saw last week was literally statements of her saying
Yeah.
new shit that we was like, damn, Puffy, you into that?
Yeah, and that video of her hiding under the cover was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. It was So I listen. Puff worth almost $1 billion, right? That's what his so-called net worth is, right? He's a businessman. He got people who probably told him step down from here because I found out that she not only sued him, she sued like Sean Combs CEO, like entertainment company,
Yeah.
like his businesses.
Yeah, that's why he had to step down.
And
So so his businesses won't have liability.
that man's smart. He know like shit. I gotta have something. I can't let them take for everything.
He had to. He have a choice, bro. If he want his kids to have some money going forward, if he want to have any kind of life going forward, he gonna
Yeah,
have to. He can and still be rich. He had to do what Russell Simmons did: remove yourself from the thing that you built and go live in Taiwan
yeah,
and and that's
yeah.
it. Like it's gonna be hard for him because Diddy's so much of a want to be in a video to kind of like what
Like Suge said,
what Shirley said. Like he want to be all in the, he likes the limelight.
yeah.
He likes that. So he ain't gonna be able to do that no more.
And you Negroes, you need to understand this. They settled for more than $30 million. Trust me.
I won't be surprised. Yeah.
Trust me. It was more than $30 million. Trust me.
Yeah.
Puffy signed a big check. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's more than 30 mil.
She said.
She's set. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
She's set.
And I ain't saying she don't deserve it, but
No, listen. I get both ends of the argument from people. Like she was a willing participant. I get both ends of the argument.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't for a second think this was all like I think people get in these situations and maybe it was out of hand. Maybe she was in more than what she maybe bargained for. But I also think she was a participant because people you feel they do it because they want the lifestyle.
Yes.
She can't sing. So
He
what
can't sing.
she was just a pretty. So her
He
being
never let her talk. He never
yeah.
let her talk.
Well, she don't have any talent, bro. That's her saying what it is. She's a beautiful girl. That's about it.
And she never had any kids with her, did he?
Not with him.
I found that interesting too, but oh well.
Well, she was pregnant. We don't know.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah,
She might have had kids, and we don't know that either.
Could be. You never know. Could be.
He could have had her locked in the house for a year for all we know. We don't know.
On some R. Kelly shit, locking his chicks in rooms and yeah, you never know. But
yeah.
Well, other than that, I thought this was a good impromptu episode because we talked about, we freestyled and we got some things off our chest.
Yeah, we ain't doing no show run today.
No, we got some things
definitely freestyle.
next episode we're gonna be in the studio, so we can talk about some more things. Maybe we can have a different guest this time. We can, have a this. It won't be any drink chaps. Okay, we won't do anything quite like that. Shout out to the Reasonable Ignorance podcast. Teach, they want you to come back. They said that you and the rest of the girls were a lot of fun. So they want
Yeah,
you
it
to.
was fun.
So
We gotta do it again one day.
yeah, we definitely got to do it again. You got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout out to Tiffany and Alexandria. The last I didn't get a chance to we didn't get a chance to tell y'all on the show yet. This is our first show back since we met with them. Thank you guys so much. If you guys didn't watch the episode 89, that's our Law and Order episode with the
Law and
ladies. It
Order.
was great. Congrats again to them. On passing the bar and being attorneys, that we absolutely need in our community. We are more than just women with boutiques and that's not the only
No
group that
shade.
we have. No shade. I'm just saying that's a thing, but sometimes people try to get boutiques and they're not fashionable. You know what I'm saying? The people are not the two people that I know that got boutiques that I know that's always been sharp all their life. Our girl Toya, okay, so with her snobbish collection.
Shout out to Toya. Come on the show, Toya. Come back on the show.
Yeah, I gotta get back on the show. And Kamisha, I don't know if you know her, but she has a boutique in Oak Park.
Okay.
They've been sharp all their life. Some people just be want to get boutiques because they see everybody else doing it, and it's just like that ain't your thing. Anyway, I digress.
baby
Congrats
girl, that ain't your thing, baby.
Baby girl, that ain't your thing. But congrats to them again. Thank y'all for coming on the show, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do another episode with the ladies, just us.
Yes.
We're gonna kick Moses off the show. We're gonna.
That's okay. I can be in the background. I can be in the background. But we definitely gonna do an all-female show. We got to. That's gonna be dope.
Yes.
But this was episode 90. Some of that podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Don't forget, guys.
Spotify, Apple. Leave a comment. Especially, I think this week, ladies, men, we had a nice topic. So make sure y'all leave a comment and we can get this cracking. And make sure
share it too.
And share it. And we will be having clips.